Good day and welcome to another crypto video with Monaco Daniel. In today's video, we are going to be looking at the Polkadot ecosystem. We as well will be looking at the ongoing parachain auction on the Polkadot ecosystem, as well as what possible price effect this is going to have on Polkadot, on DOT, the native token of Polkadot ecosystem, in the mid to long term. Before I jump right into what we have for today, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, as well as drop a comment below. I personally reply to every comment on my YouTube channel, so don't forget to drop a comment. Thank you. So, as we can see as of today, Polkadot is trading around $47.93 per dot. We did see a quick market crash yesterday with the price of most major cryptocurrencies dropping 5 to 15%, and then we are almost seeing something that looks like a recovery after that. So yeah, you can see the top 10 cryptocurrencies in the last 24 hours are all reading almost in negative. So with that being said, let's take a quick dive into Polkadot. Before I go into the Polkadot auction, the parachain auction, and all of that, it is very essential that we do have a brief understanding of what the Polkadot ecosystem is, how it works, as well as how it operates. So Polkadot is Polkadot ecosystem is a blockchain network that allows programmers, that allows developers, that allows investors to create another network on the Polkadot network. So it is more like a blockchain that allows some sort of the development of another blockchain on the blockchain. So I like to refer it as a blockchain of other blockchain. Before this year, we used to have Polkadot ecosystem and then Kusama serving as a relay chain for the Polkadot ecosystem. So projects who ordinarily would want to launch on the Polkadot network itself have to first go through a parachain auction on Kusama relay chain, and after the wins this auction on Kusama relay chain, this project is then launched on the Polkadot ecosystem. But until recently, we did see Polkadot announcing that they are going to be doing the first parachain auction directly to the Polkadot network this time around. So that started a few hours ago with a couple of very wonderful projects auctioning for a spot on the Polkadot ecosystem. So how parachain auctions work on Polkadot ecosystem is similar to the auction we have with traditional financing. We see people auction for cars, auction for house, auctions for different things. Now, on Polkadot ecosystem, before a project is given a spot to launch on the Polkadot ecosystem, you go through an auction where it is more like you are bidding for a slot on the Polkadot ecosystem. Now, as a project, you can either do this by funding your own auction or crowdsourcing for funds for your own auction. The later is what we have with most projects. We see practically every project crowdsource for these funds. Now, in crowdsourcing, to auction for a slot on the Polkadot ecosystem, what this project does is individuals, the public like you and I, can go to the Polkadot ecosystem using whichever wallet. You can do it on your exchange, but personally, I use Polka wallet. You go to either your exchange or your decentralized wallet and stake DOT token. DOT is the native token for Polkadot ecosystem. You stake DOT like voting for a project. So your preferred project, you stake DOT to crowd loan for this project to be developed on the Polkadot ecosystem. Now, if this project eventually wins the auction, your DOT is held for 2 years, meaning you don't have access to your DOT. You can't sell it, you can't do anything. But immediately after the 2 years period elapses, your DOT is immediately released into your wallet. Your DOT is immediately released into your wallet, and then you can go ahead to do whatever you want to do with your wallet. But no project is going to hold your coins for 2 years without giving you some sort of incentives. There should be some sort of motivation. So what this project usually does is, at the end of the 2-year period, their native token is distributed to those who have staked their DOT token to vote for the project. So at the end of this 2 years period, this project distributes their own taking more like as a return, as a staking reward for voting for them during the auction period. Let's take Akala, for example. Akala is one of the leading projects that is currently auctioning for a slot in the ongoing Polkadot parachain auction. If I am voting, if I'm staking for Akala, if I'm crowd loaning for Akala with 5 dots, mind you, 5 dots is the minimum that you can crowd loan with. If I'm crowd loaning for Akala with 5 dots, and then Akala eventually wins a slot on the Polkadot ecosystem, on the Polkadot network. Now, this 5 dot I'm crowd loaning to the ecosystem that I'm crowd loaning for Akala to win a slot is held for 2 years. At the end of the 2 years period, this DOT token is automatically released to my wallet. But what do I get in return? I get the native token of the Akala network, which is ACA. I get ACA as reward for contributing my DOT token to the during the auction period for Akala. So if at the end of the auction period, the network or the project Akala, let's say Akala are going to be giving out 13 ACA token per DOT staked, then at the end of the 2 years period, I'll be expecting to receive about 65 ACA token as a staking reward for the DOT token, for the 5 DOT token that I have staked to vote for ACA. Yeah, so that is basically how it works. Now, enough of that. Let's go into the price projection for Polkadot going into the next 2 years, what we are expecting from the price of Polkadot. Now, as you can see from here, in the last 1 month, we've seen the price of Polkadot consolidating within the price range of $42 per DOT token to $44 per DOT token for a very long period of time. We saw the sideways movement from 13th of October through to somewhere around on the 1st of November, where we did break above this price range. And then this breakout from the price range did happen few days before the commencement of the parachain auction. We could easily assume that this uptrend we are seeing here is as a result of more and more people. It's as a result of more and more people buying dots to be able to participate in the parachain auction. So we did see dots peaking out somewhere around $54 per dot, breaking previous all-time high, and then now we've seen a retest to $54 to $50 per dot. up until yesterday, where we did see a quick crash in the crypto market, taking DOT somewhere back down to $44 per DOT. Now, in the midterm, I will be expecting a supply shock on DOT. Remember, these tokens that are going to be used to crowd loan for our preferred choice of projects are going to be locked away for 2 years. This ordinarily is going to cause a reduction in the total supply of DOT token. So the total DOT token in circulation is going to be reduced greatly. This is most likely, we are likely to see a supply shock, a reduced number of DOT in circulation and all of that. So in the midterm, this is most likely going to cause an uptrend, an healthy uptrend in price of DOTs. For the end of the year through to January next year, I think DOTs at $100 is a very realistic price target. Mind you, this is not a financial advice. I do recommend that you do your own research before taking any action. Now, like I was saying, for the end of the year, I think $100 per DOT token is a very realistic price target. But in the long term, I'm going to be buying DOTs. I'm going to be buying every dip of DOTs using dollar cost average from here till the peak of this bull market, through the bear market till the next bull market. This is because the Polkadot ecosystem is one great ecosystem. For me, I think the Polkadot ecosystem is still very, very, very much undervalued. So for these reasons, I'm going to be stacking up as much DOT as I can through the bear market. For long term, I'm going to be stacking as much DOT as I can. Let me also add that I'm going to be leaving links in the video description section for those who are interested in knowing more about the Polkadot ecosystem, what parachain auctions are, how parachain auctions work. I'll be leaving links in the video description box, in the video description section, where you can have access to some of these informations.